Hello, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Saturday. We are kicking off your weekend in style with Play Your Crafts Right. We have got a busy Saturday coming your way today. With not one but two brand new launches as well. So very exciting. Some other stuff I need to let you know about first and foremost is the fact that the spring sale is still happening over on the website. Make sure you get over there, snap up a bargain. It's going to be lasting until the end of Monday. So you've definitely still got time to avail of that. Also, it's National Craft Month, don't forget, and that means you've got 3 for 2 on selected Spectrum White accessories. So go and have a little look at that area of the website as well. Also, I mean, gosh, so many great reasons to shop today. It is the Totally Tiffany 19th birthday, and today is like the big day because we have got a Totally Tiffany Craft House takeover this evening, 7 p.m. in the UK, which is, at the moment, until tomorrow, 3 p.m. Over on the East Coast. So make sure you join us both for that. A brand new launch, which I'll tell you about shortly, and we've got a brand new Sharon Callis launch coming up for you before then. But before all of that, without further ado, she is back. We are reunited. Myself and my TV wife, Debbie Fisher, is back in the studio. How are you, Debbie?
Hello, Joe. I'm really well. Hi, everyone. It seems ages since I've been here at a weekend. I love a weekend. Don't tell anyone, but it's nice and quiet in the building. So it's just sort of us, and it's all a bit more relaxed. So not that the big bosses come down on us at all, but it's a nice, quiet Saturday, which is lovely. But Joe's like, what's she going on about?
What's she going on about now? We've only got 2 minutes in. There's no bosses here,
Not
that the bosses are horrible when they are here. Yeah, loads of great stuff to shop for today, Debbie. Loads going on, and this launch is fantastic, isn't it?
Do you know what, Joe? I'm thrilled I got to be on the shows for these because I am definitely a flower girl. I love anything florals, and Sharon Callis, honestly, she's a blooming genius because she does the most amazing quilling flowers. They're very clever. If you ever wanted to create ones such as lilies, these are the sort of flowers that you are going to be able to create. They look incredible. They are amazing. Also, I mean, can you see that background, Joe? That's an embossing folder.
Beautiful.
That's one of the embossing folders in the collection. Sharon's thought of everything, how to do these flowers, the simplicity of them, but also having those hidden extras that you can do with them. So whether it's an embossing folder in the background or there's some lovely frame dies which are absolutely incredible as well, but you're going to be able to make these type of flowers. I mean, look at that. I mean, how absolutely amazing are those flowers? Little tea roses, all sorts of flowers, and we're going to be doing a sort of a bit of a one-on-one, a 101 on the first demo, showing you how they all work, how they come together, and then Sharon herself will be back later, will be in later to go through all her ideas and what she thought about when she put all this collection together.
Amazing. Make sure you join us both for that. And we are also playing our crafts right. Play Your Crafts Right is what the name of the game is. And we are going to be guessing the theme tune today. Name that crafty song, which is the name of the game. And we will be trying to guess the opening theme tunes to our Crafters TV shows. Everyone stands a chance, apparently. I am feeling quietly confident, Debbie. How are you feeling?
Not very confident. Do you know how unconfident I'm feeling, Joe? When the song come on a little while ago, I thought, what is that song to? And then I realised it must be the show that we're in this morning. So switch sides straight away.
I'm feeling very confident. Yes, so do you want to be playing for Team Facebook?
When did you know about this, Joe?
Today, when I came in.
Oh, okay. I wondered if you'd been...
As if I'd be at home all morning, quietly sat in bed, going through all the theme tunes. I wouldn't.
Believe me, if I'd had time, that's what I would have been doing.
I am not that competitive. I really am not. So yeah, I'll be playing for Team Facebook. Debbie will be playing for Team YouTube. 5 of you will win a £10 or dollar voucher, which will be lovely. And also, don't forget, get in touch with us. Please let us know what you're doing with your weekend. I'd love to know. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're on YouTube. Enchanted Craft Fairy says good morning all and afternoon. Ruth says morning. I hope you're having a fab sunny day today. We are. It is gloriously sunny out there. Again, currently 14, going to be a high of 16 degrees here, which is positively tropical for this part of the country. It's chilly in MO, Missouri. Yes, I think so. Stamp in Hand is saying. Sarah Brown is saying hi. And thanks to all the guys behind the scene. Hugs, hope you're all doing well. Christine, the lovely Christine Mahoney is in as well. There's got loads of you saying hello this morning. Gartland is saying, morning everyone from Ayrshire in Scotland. Susan's in as well. I can see Thea, hoi hoi from a sunny Netherlands. Hoi hoi to you, Thea. Sherry's in Illinois. Lynn's here as well. I'm going to have to, do you know what? I'm going to have to come back and do, I might have to come back and do some more of those in a bit. There's so many of you saying hello. It's lovely. We're going to kick things off with this then, the Sharon Callis Garden Floral Set. 26 dies, 2 3D embossing folders and 180 sheets of paper. The sheets of paper, of course, all perfectly colour coordinated to give you those amazing floral themes. You've got different flowers in here as well, brand new flowers, which is amazing as well in this particular one. So you've got your, you've got the tea rose, the champagne rose, the lily, the mountain peony, the orchid, the ranunculus as well in there. So really gorgeous new flowers. Wait till you see them. They are super, super cute. And a great price as well for you. Brilliant saving, considering this is a brand new launch today. $99.99 or $123.65 becomes $79.99 or $98.92 as a platinum member. But without further ado, she's like a coiled spring over there this morning, Debbie. She's ready to burst into action, aren't you?
Burst into floral blooms, absolutely. I adore these dies. I have to give a massive shout out to Sharon because she's really blown it out of the park on these. They look amazing. What I love about them and what you will see with Joe there is that each flower has its own paper pad to go with it. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to stick to this paper pad, but Sharon's done this very cleverly. So all these different papers here, and you can see going through, you've got different variations of colour. So it's talking like this one here, so you've got those stages of colour, so you can imagine when you're quilling it's going to look amazing. So if you start off with your smaller end on this side, your inside buds will quill round, which will look really effective. But you can choose whichever ones you want. I just love all of these, and don't waste any of these. What I did notice going through these, if you were so let's start with this first one. So we've got the ranunculus. So you've got this really lovely big die. Now, if you start with this one, I'm trying to get that off without taking the whole tape off, which the dies tend to want to do. So let me just try and grab that end so it will stay stuck. I should have took it off beforehand, shouldn't I? I didn't bring my own set. There we go. Pop that back down. So when you're placing this, so let's just take a pink one for instance. Take this one off. Pop this one down. So can you see you're just grabbing those tips there? What you can do if you want to, you can move it over so you'll get one that's more pink, one that's more in the white, and then keep these strips for other things, which you can do.
Perfect.
We're going to pop that in the middle. The other thing you can do, Joe, which I like as well, is you could cut two at once.
Oh, nice.
So let's just take a completely different one so you can see two variations as well. Now I am doing it because I've got the Gemini, but I'm actually going to use the Gemini Mini because
Nice.
it's the perfect size for putting all of these through. You might just have to trim your papers down. You see your papers are just a little bit bigger than the actual Gemini itself. So all I'm going to do is just cut that strip off there. Now, if you've done that straight on your guillotine, you've got extra border strips there, so don't
perfect.
waste anything. And then we're just going to pop this one into place and then run that through. Oh, take my things out there.
You're a bit accident prone today, Debbie. I'm concerned. You just bash your hand before we went live. And I'm just worried. Keep you away
I
from
feel
the
like that
tools.
this morning. I feel like I'm a bit all over the place. I think it's my cold just making me a little bit unbalanced.
Aww.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. Now, what you will see, Joe, even though I'm using this, it will only cut. You need to then pop this bit back in. So all I'm going to do is trim that one down and make sure that's slotted back in just so we can catch that end. So it just makes it nice and quick, but it's possible to do. There we go. So cutting through, so even my Gemini Mini is going to cut through both those pieces in one go. So you've got your two separate parts. And then what you're going to do, these are going to be folded together. Now what Sharon's done, which is ingenious, is put this sort of, what's it called? It's in my head, Joe.
Perforated line.
Perforated line, that's what it is exactly. So a perforated line, so it makes it easy to fold it. Always fold your petals in, because you always sort of tend to want to have them going out, but actually when you quill them and open them up, you want to see the insides of them. Now what I love about this one is you can do lots of different things. First of all, I'm going to get my ball tool, and we're just going to bring our ball tool in, and our if I can find it, there it is our spongy mat. So we're just going to bring this in. Oh look, someone's been stamping on there. Let's turn over so you can see.
Oh, what a mucky mat.
It's a very mucky mat. I don't even know why that's been stamped on so much, but there you go. Now, what you can do with this one, what I love to do is to just use your ball tool to shape these. So you can just go in. I'm using my largest ball tool.
It's quite a large ball tool.
It is a very large ball tool. And then we could go in, if you want to then go into your smaller ones, you can switch the sides.
Do you get a different effect if you're using a larger ball or a smaller ball?
Yes. Why did you smile when you said that, Joe? Don't do that.
Debbie.
I should be warned not to look at you when you do that. Yes, it does make a difference, Joe. So it's actually a good question. You didn't need to smile on top of it.
Well, excuse me for smiling.
Right, so you're going to get a completely different look by doing this. Now, what I'm going to do with this one, Joe, is show a completely different way to do it. I'm going to get my my pokey tool, but this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my leaves. So just using this to curl them at the side. So just on that one corner, I'm just giving that a sort of a bit of curvatage. That's not a word, is it? Curvature.
It can
that's
be.
the word.
I think it's a word now, Debbie.
What
no,
is
you've said
wrong
it. That's
with
it.
me today? I can't think straight, honestly. And then we're going to do the other side, but we want to. So I've done that way. We want to turn this over and do this on the opposite side. So it's going to sort of curl the same way. So you just do it on that opposite edge side. So pulling these
there's so many people saying hello this morning, Debbie. Absolutely, everyone's right. Chatty Caffee's in the comments today. Terry says hi from Ohio. Ohio, Terry. Carletta, Bethan, Mary, Linda, Michelle, Miriam, Nee, Cheryl, Sherry, Anne, Michelle, Val. Honestly, everyone's in a very chatty mood. It must be Saturday. Don't forget as well, the clock's changed tomorrow.
Yes, they do.
So you get an hour less in bed tomorrow, Debbie.
Yeah, I know. We lose an hour, don't we? Yes. Yeah. Mind you, I always feel I get an extra hour for Mother's Day, see? Doesn't
you lose
quite
an
work
hour.
like that. But, yeah, but it takes you into your morning quicker, don't it?
I guess so.
Right, Joe, you can... It's like a break.
I'm not really sure.
You lose an hour's sleep.
Yes, you do, definitely.
So I always think, well, you must gain an hour in the day. To be honest, can I just tell you, if you've got no clocks in the house and you've got smart watches and
time
phones,
is a social construct, Debbie.
You wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah.
You would not notice that timing. Anyway, Joe, I digress. I'm going to go to 3 different things here, because the one thing we think of with quilling, why are they called quilling? So a quilling, you would use what we would call a quilling tool. I'm not sure, George, could you check, do we have quilling tools in stock? I'm not sure if we do. This was one that we did a while ago, and it's got a little slit inside, which means when you pop that into here,
perfect,
you then just can quill round. So that's the quilling element. But I don't think we do these anymore, because this is quite an old tool, and you don't actually need a quilling tool, Joe.
Okay.
You can use a pokey tool, you can use tweezers, or you can use your quilling tool, or you can just use your fingers. Okay. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to use 2 different ones. The other thing that I would definitely recommend, and I'm not sure if it's in stock, again, George will be able to check for us, is the red liner tape. Now, the red liner tape for me is the best, quickest and most effective way of putting these quilling flowers into place, because you've got instant hold. You could use a wet glue, but it can get a little bit messy. Oh, fabulous.
Is that the 3 mil you're using there, Debbie?
So I'm using the 3 mil,
yes.
yes.
They're all in stock at the moment, so go grab those over on the website.
Fabulous. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting the red liner tape. I think the 3mm is perfect. The 6mm would fit exact, but you might get a little bit of sticky residue in it. So I think the 3mm is absolutely perfect for doing that. So the first one we're going to do, this is the one we use with our ball tool, and I'm going to just take off that red liner tape. So let's take that away, and then I'm going to use just my quilling tool to quill that round. So we're just going to place that, if I can see, into there, and then we're just going to start turning that round. And as it's turning, you don't need to do it too tight because we want to get that middle section, but you want to start getting those pieces that come round. So as you quill round, you can see it's very easy if you've got a quilling tool. Just tuck in those leaves in. You're going to then get that beautiful effect.
I like that they're all spaced perfectly as well. Makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And you do get that little bit of wiggle room, Joe, as well. So you can sort of bring those round and you can just add those differences in there, which is going to create your first beautiful flower. So you just take that off of there, and that will give us our first one. Now this one, most people have got a pokey tool, so I think that's probably the easiest one and the one that most people would do it with. So you just pop that onto the corner there, and again we're just going to turn these around. You just have to give it a little bit of a helping hand because obviously it's not holding it in place, it's just giving you something to turn round on. And then we're just going to keep turning. You'll get to a point where you can just take that off, so we can take that away. So you've got your little, as you turn it, so it's just giving you that circular motion. And then you can start just turning these round on each other. Now, because we've done our leaves a little bit differently, as you turn them round, you just sort of poke them back in, if that makes sense. So you're just sort of pushing them as they curl round. So each one, so it takes its shape. And that one, so you can see I'm using my finger just to push that in as we turn it. But can you see we're getting a totally different shape of flower? And I love the effect that you can get to have a play with all those different ones. So, and then you can see, I mean, look at that. How beautiful does that flower look? So you can see in that instance, exactly the same flower, but we're getting two different effects, which look really, really effective. So that's how you do one of them. So that's really simple. Now, the other thing you do get in them is a range of leaves. You also get your base one. And I talk about a base as in the one that will go underneath. So this one, let me bring in again my Gemini. I'm just going to use that same green one, pop that onto there so we can run that through. And what that's going to do, that's going to create this beautiful base for the flower to sit on. So before we've done mostly, we haven't done like the stamens or the actual bases. It's just been the normal leaves, but these are great because what they do, I'm just going to fold all these up to make almost like a cup. And this will then sit on the bottom. So you actually have that around the base of your flower. So it makes a big difference to do that. Now you can either use your 3D Galal glue gel, or you can use your hot glue. So that's another way to do them. Now I just want to show you one more. Oh, and like I say, we've got the paper pads. Now I do definitely want to show you this one. This is the lily. What I love about this pad is not only have you got those gorgeous greens in there, let me just bring those in. You've got those beautiful greens with those different tones in them, but you also get the ones with the dots in them. So if I go down here, look at this. Absolutely beautiful.
That's beautiful, because they're like the sort of stargazer lilies that you get, aren't they? Which are my absolute faves.
Yes, they are. They're beautiful, aren't they? So all you would do is take this one and take the dye to this. Love this one. I mean, you wouldn't think you'd get such a perfect flower from one small die like this, but this is perfect. And the great thing about it, Joe, these are double-sided papers. Fold them in half. You can then place your lily onto there, and you will get two at the same time out of your one piece. So let's just pop that in and show you how they work. Now remember, you are getting lots of different elements as well with this collection. You're getting not only your your dies for your flowers, you're also getting those beautiful embossing flowers, embossing folders, not embossing flowers. Do you know what you could do, Joe? You could emboss your leaves on some of the bigger leaves as well. They would look amazing. I've not even thought of that till just then.
Really nice.
Yeah, we'll have to try that. But look at the difference you're getting there. You're getting your little stamens that are coming up and you're getting your petals. So let's take them off. Pop that out.
And the stamen's really distinctive in lilies, so it's great that Sharon's been able to capture that.
Oh, absolutely. Now, if you did want to colour them, Joe, there's no harm in colouring them. Let me just grab. Let's do a bit of paper here. I've just got my just an orange here. You could go over those tips to make them even more prominent. So let's just pop that there.
They're a nightmare on real lilies, but they're not such a nightmare when you do quilled lilies, thankfully.
No, not at all. But we can really highlight those. So there we go. It might have been me. So George has just asked about the stamens. I said about taking the, because I can't.
I always cut them out as soon as they bloom.
Yeah, and not only because of the smell, although lilies have quite a strong smell without the
even without the stamens, they still smell quite beautiful.
Yeah, but they see they give me a headache, Joe.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's the mess I can't deal with.
It's and they stain as well, so you have to be really careful. So exactly the same way with these ones. So the front here, we're going to fold these in, but you wait till you see how these come out. They are so amazing. Just for that little flower. This is the one I predict will go crazy. I think on its own, I think this is the one that's going to sell if you're sort of cherry picking. And remember to add your tape and take it off where you're going to quill, depending on whether you're left or right-handed. So I'm going to do mine. So quill from this. What I'm saying, Joe, sorry, if I turn it this way round and put my tape on, you'd have to quill obviously from the right-hand side, but I quill from the left.
You quill from the left?
I quill from the right-hand side, but if you turn it the other way, you'd have to quill from the left, yes. So.
Okie doke. Are you a left quiller or a right quiller? Let us know in the comments.
That's it, yeah. And I've done it plenty of times, especially not with the stamens, but when you've got smaller petals, and I've ended up thinking that doesn't look right, but it's because I've then quilled in from the biggest petals to the smallest petals. So yeah, just be mindful of where your petals are.
Alistair's saying hi, says hello crafting world.
Good morning. He's probably on the...
Earth emoji, kiss kiss.
He's probably on the train, actually.
Where's he off to?
He's off to football.
Oh, okay.
Al
is Debbie's partner, for those of you that are new around here. Who else is here? Debbie says red line tape is definitely best for these.
Yep.
Sarah K says I keep having to double take at Debbie in Debbie R's dress. My brain needs more coffee.
We have got the same dress, yes.
Is it exactly the same?
It's exactly the same, yes. Yeah, two Debbies with the same dress. Yeah, it's lovely. And funny enough, I didn't realise Debbie had it, and I said to her the other day, "Oh, Debbie, I didn't know you had that dress." She was in it when I come up, and I said, "I've just bought the same dress." So yes.
I mean, technically, I think you bought Debbie's dress. If we're going to split
I did. Yeah, I bought it after because she was obviously wearing hers, and I hadn't worn mine yet. So. It
was gorgeous. I can see why you both went for it.
I know, it's lovely.
Debbie Lentz says I'm old school and I like the quilling tool for speed.
Yes, the quilling tool's really good to use, but you don't need it. So this is when you have your lilies. Look at that, Joe. I mean,
really
how
gorgeous.
amazing is that to create?
So realistic.
It's so realistic. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? It just thrills me every single time. Now, if you was just one more thing as well, if you wanted to, not with the lily because you don't want, well, you could actually, you could add on to the lily, but you don't want those stamens. You can, in fact, though, add on to any of these ones. So if you want a bigger flower, all you would do is cut some more and quill them round. So shall we do that? Have we got time to quickly do that?
Oh, I think so.
So let's do another one of those ones with the darker one. Is this what one? Have I got the right one? Yes, the ranunculus. I wonder where these names come from, Joe.
Where what come from, sorry?
The names of certain flowers. Like
I don't know, I was thinking about this.
Is a strange name,
Ranunculus is a strange name. I mean, a lot of them come from their Latin names, don't they? Because most flowers and plants have very, very strange Latin names. But I don't know. Shall I try and find out?
Yeah, find out where the ranunculus comes from.
Ranunculus. Oh, it's a buttercup, a ranunculus. See, there you go.
Oh.
Ranunculus then would be the Latin name. So let's have a little look. I was going to have a little look at some of the... I've got... the best first thing comes up, 10 funny and strange plant names. Why not? So, monkey puzzle tree or sneezewort.
I've heard of monkey puzzle tree, yeah.
Sneezewort,
They're beautiful
yarrow.
trees.
Yeah. So there's a sneezewort. There's a hooded skullcap, also known as a marsh skullcap.
Oh.
Turkey corn, which is also known as a fringed bleeding heart.
Oh, I've got a bleeding heart. I love it. It's a beautiful plant, and it literally is. It looks like a little heart flower, and then it's got a little bit that drops down, so it looks like the heart's bleeding.
Oh, yes. Really cute. Butter and eggs. Two of my favourite things, butter and eggs. Hens and chicks, known as house leeks. Lamb's quarters. Fat hen, white goosefoot. If I was going to be a plant, I'd be a fat hen. Yeah.
That's
Euphoria obesa, known as the baseball plant. Skunk cabbage.
That must smell.
A Himalayan blackberry. And a Rafflesia keefi, also known as a corpse flower.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice. That's like a death flower.
A corpse flower, only found in the rainforest of Indonesia. The corpse flower is a parasitic organism without visible leaves, stems or roots. The flower is actually the largest individual flower in the world. Still wondering why it's called a corpse flower? That would be the scent. It's deadly. Oof.
Oh. Oh, I've just pulled that leaf off. So,
yeah, but I didn't get to the bottom of the question you actually asked me. Sorry, Debbie.
Where ranunculus come
why
from.
ranunculus?
Yes,
Not too sure. It's part of the ranunculi family, apparently.
Oh, there we go.
There we are. Very, very busy on this collection. Lots of you, I think, have been waiting for this. A lot of you going for this already. You can get them individually. They are individually available. The lilies you guys are loving in particular is very, very busy on the lily. Georgina, are the individuals in this show, or do people need to go to the launch day to get the individuals? If you do want any of the individuals, you will need to go to the actual launch day show, which you'll be able to find over on the homepage of the website. My favourite way to find specific shows, go to the website, and along the top it says offers. You click offers, and then from the drop down, click the show title that you're after. It's quite a nice, easy way to get there. So do go and grab those.
So even though we've got the smaller leaves, Joe, what they do is it packs out the flower.
Right.
So you can then get a bigger flower. So look how beautiful that now looks.
That's cool,
so
isn't it?
once you put that, it's really lovely, yeah, and it just gives you a more fuller flower and such delicate petals. And don't worry if you drop them off. You can always stick them back in if you wanted to. But I love the fact that this just creates so many different varieties. So we've got this one that we did with Judge, because can you see there? So we've got a much fuller flower doing it that way, and then this one is completely different with your ball tool. So you just choose how you want to do your flowers, but definitely fold these in different ways, because I absolutely love how that one's come out and it looks absolutely beautiful. But those smaller leaves, look how nice they look through the center of there. So you're going to get really beautiful effects in no time at all, and they're going to look amazing. So there we go, a little bit of a 101, and our next one we'll do a full demo and show the embossing folders as well and how beautiful they are.
Amazing. Let me take you through then everything you're getting in the main collection, because it is getting really busy on that now. There's a lot of really lovely dies in here. So this first here, you've got some really nice frames for you to mount your flowers on. So this is the Rose Bliss frame that you can see just here. Then you've also got the pretty posy frame there too. Then we get into the actual flowers themselves. So that's the tea rose, which is so lovely. Obviously these can be manipulated back into position again. You've got lots of lovely foliage in each of these too, which I think sometimes a lot of flowers don't come with foliage. So it's nice to see so much foliage within this collection. This one here is the ranunculus. As you can see there, again, really, not sure you can see just how dimensional those are. Fantastic. My favourite, of course, as always, is going to be the lily, which is this one here. They get a little bit squished on the boards, I won't lie, because obviously they've been made and then they have to be shipped to us. But you can see, even then, it's very easy to pop those back into shape again. So that's your lily. Then you've also got your champagne rose. Oh, if I'm going to have a rose, let it be a champagne one, Debbie. Why not? champagne for everyone. Again, you can see that beautiful dimension. And I love how all the foliage is very much specific to the individual flower. Sharon, such a whiz at bringing us really realistic quilled flowers. This is the orchid that you've got. Just I'm going to stick that back together. The orchid there, so difficult to grow, aren't they, Debbie? But very, very easy to make when you have your quilling flowers. And then finally here you've got the mountain rose as well. Again, very different to some of the others. Going to be perfect for all of your different sort of summer makes. These they do have a real sort of summer vibe to them, which I'm very much enjoying. I'm feeling like summer's here, Debbie, you know. Spring is definitely here, but I feel like summer's here as well. Like we're going to get straight into it. No messing about this season. The other thing that you have then for the 6 individual flowers, what you then have are the 6 individual paper collections as well that go with them. So these are your quilling papers. I'm going to run you through them actually. Why not? We've got time. So you've got the tea rose, the champagne rose. You have your lily there. I love that with a lily you've got those spots which are exactly what you'd get on the inside of the lilies. That's where the petals touching the stamen, that's where you get that lovely spotting. You've then got the mountain peony, and you've got the orchid and the ranunculus in there too. And then Sharon then very cleverly has finished that off with some really lovely embossing folders for you too, just to really bring the whole thing together. If you want to add texture, you've got your 2 different styles of embossing folder. Absolutely loving this particular geometric one that you've got there. $99.99 or $123.65 as a platinum member. That's a really good deal, by the way. It's saving you almost £42 over $55. It's 25% saving, but of course if you are a Club Inspire member, which you are all going to be getting that extra discount. Platinum members, you are going to be able to grab these today for under £80 or under $100. The time has come for you to choose your team, because we are going to journey into the game that is Play Crafts Right. No, I thought we was going to have a big video then, George. Oh, right. Well, I'm just going to have to.
That's what it did.
Sorry. Okay. As we play our crafts right. Look at that. No expense spared in the production of this. Right. So it is, of course, going to be Name That Crafty Tune. And what we're going to do is we're going to hear some of our theme tunes from our Crafters TV shows, and myself and Debbie are going to guess them. I can see Debbie's overhead, by the way, so I should probably just let you know that.
Oh no, I will move it, so don't worry.
And Debbie can probably see my close-up as well. But anyway, don't worry, we'll hold it here. I'm going to be very secretive. I feel like I'm in it to win it today, Debbie. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, I think I'm in it to lose it.
Not exactly fighting talk, Debbie. Right, choose your channels now then. So I'll be playing for Facebook, Debbie playing for YouTube. The winning team will receive, 5 people from that team will receive a £10 or $1 voucher, which will be nice, won't it? A little treat for the weekend. And just to clarify, it's the first 5 seconds of each
that's
song.
not a lot, is it?
So that is, it's the first 5 seconds.
Okay.
We'll just be hearing them once, will we?
I will do my best, YouTube.
Well, hang on, I feel like we need to clarify now if we're going to hear it once or we're going to hear it twice. I feel like there needs to be some consistency here. Okay, we can hear it a maximum of twice. Right, let's have that first track.
See, I haven't got a clue.
Would you like to play it again, Debbie?
Yeah, go on then.
Play it again. Maestro. Debbie, Debbie's not looking very confident, so should we go with what Debbie...
No, let's go with what you got first.
I think it's this very show here, Play Your Crafts Right.
I put Monday Makers.
Ooh. And the answer is... People are just catching up in the comments. So, Grace says she thinks it might be Colour Me Happy. George thinks it might be. Georgina thinks it might be Colour Me Happy. A lot of Colour Me Happy over on Facebook.
Yeah, look at you, Mr. Confident.
Oh, what is it? Let's have a look.
Colour Me Happy.
It's Colour Me Happy.
See, I still wouldn't have got that, George. She's singing away. And
Is it going to be more difficult than we
it's
did
really
first?
difficult.
First
Yeah.
thought, I think.
You know the songs, but I just can't place them with what show.
Yeah, it's very difficult, isn't it? Let's have that second track then. I think it's this. Maybe I just need to hear it once more, just to be sure. Oh, now I'm not sure.
Yeah, I now think it's something else.
Have you got something written down then, Debbie?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I have.
Do you want to go first or shall I go first?
I don't know whether to change mine. I think it's something else. Oh, let's
Right.
just do it.
I think it's Craft Along. What do you think it is?
That's what I was going to change it to.
Oh, Creative
Yeah,
Cravings.
I put
Debbie's gone for Creative
And
Cravings.
when I heard it second time, I think that's Craft Along.
Ooh. We better find out the answer, hadn't we? YouTube's saying Craft Along, mixed with a little bit of Wake Up Call. Facebook's called Craft Along.
It is Craft Along. As soon as I heard it,
And there's some Creative Cravings over there as well on Facebook. So let's see what the answer is. Yes!
Craft Along, yeah. I should have changed it.
Takes
Should
the
have
lead.
changed it.
Boom.
I'm not bothered that I haven't got it though, because in my mind I knew that it was, I should have changed it, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to stick with your instincts, but
You
I
have.
should have changed it.
Let's have that third track then. I think I know what that one is. Should we have it again? Let's have it again. Debbie's scribbling away quite frantically over there. I feel like she's got it. Let's go with you first this time.
I'm just putting Creative Cravings again.
Creative Cravings. So is your tactic now just to put Creative Cravings every single time until we get Creative Cravings?
No,
to
but
know
when
that
I
you'll
thought
get
about
at
it,
least
I thought
one
that's
right.
what it was.
Okay, I think it's Wake Up Call.
I don't know.
Some people have put Softer Side. Oh, it could be Softer
Goodness,
Side.
I don't know this.
Craft Book
It is. I think it is Craft House.
Do you?
Yeah, I think Craft House now.
But then I'm thinking, what's Wake Up Call if that? Well, it seems to be a unanimous Craft House. YouTube, I'm not too sure. Let's see what the answer is then.
YouTube, I'm with you. I ain't got a clue. Craft House. As soon as you said Craft House, I thought that's Craft House.
Do you know what is very difficult is that you know the song, but it's just trying to decipher from which show you know it. Quite a lot of Cheryl says, "Oh, I suck." Is all she says.
Me too, Cheryl. I suck too.
Nee says masterclass. Julie says soft side. No clue. Sends Pat sends paper hugs. It's all very, very mixed. So it's 1-0 still at the moment.
If I had a list, I should have had a list of. Yeah, you're not doing very well. I mean, at least I admitted I wouldn't do very well.
You can't have a list of the shows. That's cheating.
No, but then I'd probably know them if I had a list of the shows. In my head, I can't think like what shows we have.
Right, track 4. Let's go. Oh, is it that?
Oh.
Is it that?
So I think it's something that's. Is it something that we've already had?
Don't say what you think it is. Just write it down if you want to write down the answer. Let's have it again. So, I think this one's Wake Up Call. I
actually thought it was Colour Me Happy.
Did you?
But I've gone for Creative.
Oh, gosh, Debbie. YouTube are going for Wake Up Call with a bit of Launch Day mixing.
Oh, Launch Day. See, that didn't even come to my head, a Launch Day.
Facebook have gone launch day and wake up call. So
Not
launch day and wake up call. Grace, our social media superstar, thinks it's play your crafts right, but she's going to go with wake up call because now she's seen everyone else put wake up call. So let's see what the answer is.
It's not creative cravings.
No!
Launch day.
It's launch day.
As soon as they said launch day, I thought that's launch day.
This is really bad, Debbie.
Well, no, I'm okay, because I said I would do really
I thought
bad.
we were going to nail this. I thought we were going to do really
I
well.
knew I wasn't going to nail it.
Right.
It's hard.
Shall we have
really
the next one then? The last one for this
Who knew
round.
we had so many tunes. Ready?
Oh.
I've got two in my head.
I just can't help it. Everything sounds like wake up call.
And I have
Do you
to
know
be
why?
honest.
I think subconsciously, because wake up call is in the screen over there. Maybe that's why I keep seeing it out of the corner of my
I
head.
was thinking it sounded like softer side, but then I wasn't sure.
Oh,
what that
see, now
sounds
I'm
like.
thinking maybe it sounds like. It could be Monday Makers. It could be Creative Cravings.
It could be
softer
any of them,
side. It could be
Joe,
absolutely
yeah.
any. No.
I've gone for wake up call too.
Do you know what I think it is?
Okay, what?
Can I change my mind? We haven't heard it a second time yet.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Go on. I am going to change my mind. If it's wake up call now,
I'm going to change my mind because I think I know what it is.
if it's wake up call now, I'm going to cry. I'm going to. I'm leaving.
What have you gone for?
I've gone for play your crafts right.
I've gone for a second chance Sunday.
What is it?
It's wake up call.
Oh my word! You know when we sometimes play the game and we whinge at the team about how utterly ridiculous and impossible the game is. They finally give us a game we should be good at, and we are the ones that are letting everyone down this week. We are.
I am going to learn these songs, honestly. That's terrible.
The fact that it was
I'm so gutted. I should have just
Cravings.
started with creative cravings.
So
shouldn't
after
I?
5 questions, we only got possible
1-0.
10 points. We earned 1 between us.
Well, at least I admitted it. I wasn't confident like you, Joe.
At least I know wake up call's still in there. Right, let's give you an opportunity. Let's give you an opportunity to get your baskets checked out. Let's share with you some of the other fun stuff we get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Get yours now,
Get
absolutely.
yours now.
Yeah, we were pretending we were on the Titanic, weren't we, between shows?
Go on.
So George is singing like a choral, but a sort of choral?
Whatever.
Like a choir would sing, is it choral?
Kuala
Lumpur?
Sorry, there is spat in your leg, Joe.
That is not COVID safe.
I did a test yesterday. Oh my God.
We're going to talk about these somewhere. Brand new launch day
Yeah.
from Totally Tiffany, from the desk-made range of projects from Tiffany,
Yeah.
and it's all about tidying and organisation. And this just makes so much sense. I love it. You've got these little baskets, Debbie, that you're able to sort of take out, and then you've got a little pod for them all to live in. It's very clever, isn't it?
It's very clever, and that's exactly what it is. Being able to take this out and take it to where you want to go in your craft room, in your kitchen, wherever you are, for any sort of organisation. What I love about it, Joe, everything is weighted down, which is amazing.
Yeah, even when you've got A4 papers in these, you can see it's still really nice and sturdy.
Yeah, really nice and sturdy. This bottom base,
Ooh,
I know.
it's a solid bottom,
It's a
that.
solid bottom. But yeah, you can put wherever. The reason for the solid base is because if you've got really loads of papers in your back here, it's going to tip backwards when you haven't got a lot in the front. So you can see straight away, Joe's now putting heavier stuff in. But actually, this is not going to tip back. It will stay in there absolutely fine. You've got all these different pockets. You've got Velcro in these to make them extend. So if you want this whole back piece to be your 12 by 12, that can be your 12 by 12. You playing with this box, Joe?
I really am.
Or you can just have it separate, so you can put your A4 and your 12 by 12 in there. Lots of different things that you can put in. Everything's reinforced. You've got pockets in pockets.
Nice.
So all pockets at the side here, at the back here, every single one offers you something different, whether it's your rulers, your pens, anything you want to put in here. The ultimate storage. I mean, this is your desk made, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's incredible.
it is. And maybe you could actually store, you don't have to have them all in here.
No.
I mean, that could just be under the sink if you wanted it to be, with some cleaning products in there.
Absolutely.
And then actually you can move these ones over here. The other great thing as well, if you want to get extras of some stuff, it's completely customisable as well. So play around with how you want it put together. If you did want extras of any of these pockets, you get 7 pockets included, which is brilliant to get you started. But you can buy extras. So maybe you're going to go for an extra one of these bins at the back. The bin at the back is brilliant. Also, let me just take this out here.
Good.
Because what you've got, let me share this with you, is you've got in here this little divider. So it's really hard to see that. There's a divider in there. So what you do, you flatten that out, you can put a 12 by 12 paper pad in there. Or if you're using A4 or US letter, then you close that up and in goes this, and then you've got an A4 storage. I think it's so clever.
It's very
completely customisable as well, which is what you want, isn't it? You want the perfect storage solution for whatever crafty stash it is that you have at home, which is excellent.
Yeah, it's just amazing, isn't it?
Well,
I
actually,
think...
do you know what, Debbie, you could do? If you had it in a corner, if you had it in a corner as well, you could actually play around with it and have it in a different configuration.
Yeah,
so you could actually have those ones there, that one in there,
There you go.
And then that one there. So if you've got corner space,
Yeah.
you know, it's corner storage, very hard to utilise.
very
Whereas
much
that's
so.
a really brilliant way of doing it.
It's
So cool.
great, isn't it? I just love it. It's so nice. And I think just the fact that it's really robust, so it's not going to tip over, it's not going to get damaged. It's a really strong, great storage compartment.
Yeah, and you've got in the clips as well, which are going to enable you to clip the baskets together if you
Yes.
so want to as well, which is fantastic. 54.83 or 65.38 if you want to get all of those. Lots of love coming in for that game at the moment. Mariah says, I bet my boyfriend Jason could get more than me. He walks around humming the tunes all day. It's not the knowing the tunes that's the issue.
No.
It's the knowing which tune is from which
go
show.
to, yep.
What does it mean for us constantly watching but not able to name that tune? Are we too busy shopping and chatting? Probably, yes. And Janet Boyd says, OMG, you two are hilarious. I just, because we're here for all the shows, it could be any of them, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it.
I know. They could be for any of them, which is bad, isn't it? Considering how many times that we know them for. But yeah, I knew I would be rubbish. I'm not very good at remembering.
Are you
all
not
of
the
those.
best person then when it's like the quiz, when it's like name that tune at the quiz? Is that not for you?
I can't, no, I'm not very good at that. Do you
Are
know
you
why
not?
I'm not very good for that? Because I can't remember the names of songs. I'd know
Right.
the tune and I'd know the song and I'd probably be able to sing it, but then I wouldn't know what it was called.
Wouldn't know what it was actually called.
No.
Right. Moving on.
Yes.
We are.
Buddy
Do you know the names of the buddy bags? I'll test you on all. Even I don't know the names of the buddy bags. Of course, imagine for a name.
That
imagine
was
for a,
Denise.
imagine for a Play Your Crafts right. If you had to guess the name of the buddy bags from a picture, that'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I know a Stephanie.
I know what this one is called.
I know what
I know
Stephanie
she is. That's Brandy. Because she is tall, she's long, she's leggy. Now, all the buddy bags, if you want to get them as a 4 for free, she loves a ruler. If you want to get them a 4 for free, you can, but we've got a brilliant 16 buddy bag selection. I don't recall seeing
All of
such a
these.
massive selection in here. We'll run you through, firstly, the ones that you've got. Brandy, she's got side flaps as well as a front flap as well, and that
Always
means
good,
that
keeps everything
absolutely,
in.
so stops anything falling out. So things like your rulers will go in there, paint brushes, even
Knitting needles.
yeah, knitting needles would be perfect in there. Crochet hooks, back brilliant for in there too. Whole host of different things that can go into Brandy. Things like you know, like bigger punches and stuff that are hard to store as well.
Yep.
They can go into there. Miral is next, and Miral again got the side flaps and the front flap, all on that sort of hook and loop, which you love.
Yeah, and that's really strong, isn't it? And everything's reinforced, so all the stitching in the seams are all reinforced, so it's really strong.
Really strong, and they all got that hard case in there, but great for spools of ribbon. Tim Holtz ink pads work really, really well in
Also,
there.
that one's going to be great for you, little bottles of pearl drops and little ink sprayers, that sort of thing. That's going to be really good for that one.
Edna's got ink pads in her, but I have a feeling Edna's not made for ink pads. I don't feel like Edna's having the nicest time there, but Edna again. Edna's really great for. They will
got
go
one
in.
too
I think
many
she's got
in.
one too many,
Yeah.
hasn't she? Put one back into there.
That's
No,
it.
I think we can get one more in than that. Yeah, I think she's all right.
Do you want a couple more?
We're not going to get a BAFTA for this, Debbie. There you go. So you can put ink pads in to Edna if you want to, but great for smaller bottles of things like, you know, your little drops and stuff that you get, your little pearls, liquid pearls, those kind of
Absolutely,
things.
and things like embossing powders, those sort of things. I think that's great for your glitters, all sorts of things. But you will find a need for that because there are so many different things that will go into Edna, which is amazing.
Also,
I love this as well, Joe, that you can carry all of them. All of them could just be grabbed because you've got
Yeah.
that grab handle.
and they're all clear, which is really important, so you can see exactly what's in every single one of these. These are the kind of things that I was talking about as well. This
that's
is
what I said about
this
the
is
pearl
Edna.
drops.
No, it's not. It's Gale.
This was
Sorry,
Edna.
this is Gale, and Gale's perfect for those. So like your Nouveau drops and such like, and also because it's got the top on there, you can actually get things like your adhesives in there as well. We've got an earring there.
An earring? A pearl drop.
Do you think it suits me?
Looks like one of those where those people put those big holes in their ears.
think it suits me? I think it's all right.
It's lovely. I think
feel
it's
like,
very
I feel
you,
like
Joe.
Daffy from End
It's very you.
Let's move on. We've also got Shelley. Shelley is brilliant for these kind of products. So, all your gilding waxes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, all your gilding
I
waxes.
think I need a Shelley. I haven't got a Shelley. Yeah,
It's
for
got the
gilding
hard case
waxes,
too.
That's brilliant.
And any of the sort of, you know, polishes, pastes, all of these sort of size jars that we all
Glitters.
seem to have lots of glitters again, perfect in there too. So that's Shelley.
Love that one.
Then let's have a little look now at, this is Sarah, I think.
That is
yeah,
a
it's
Sarah,
Sarah. Sarah's been designed specifically, side flaps as well as a front flap, for your
Tri-blend.
for your tri-blend. The great thing about this as well, if you want to use it as a workstation, what you can actually do, is it this one? I'm thinking of a different one. This is the one that's got the cascade in it, so
Yes,
different
it got
levels.
a stepper.
Makes it really, really easy to get your tri-blends out of there, whether it's your brush ones or your regular
Yeah,
ones.
plastic stepper in that one, which is great. So when you do have it on your desk, Joe, you open it like that, and they're on different levels to get onto,
Perfect.
which is good.
Then this one's brilliant. This one is Sue. Don't see this one very often. Sue, triple flap technology, and opens all the way up as well.
Yeah.
Now I know we've just put some aqua markers
It is great for
in
your
there.
packets like that, though, when you don't want to have them loose and you want to keep them in the designs that they were for. That's perfect.
Brilliant in there, but nice it opens all the way up. So if you've got things that you really need to be getting in and out of, you know, without a sort of flap in the way,
Yeah.
then that's brilliant for that. The one that's got the back flap was this one, which is Deborah.
Deborah.
That's you.
I'm a Deborah.
You're a Deborah, but this one's great because what you do is you flap that bit back round and then it actually attaches to that piece on the back there.
Yep.
So it actually keeps this nice and open for you. So
Brilliant.
your regular illustrators, classics, all of those kind of ones are going to work fantastically in there. You're getting two Deborahs. Is that a Deborah as well? Oh, we've got a double Deborah.
Shouldn't have a double Deborah.
No.
They're the same, one's
so these
bigger,
ones
one's
are.
smaller.
So this one here, this is your. We're going to have to check the name of that one. You do get this one included as well. This one, though, slightly taller than this one, so this one will accommodate your tri-blends as well. So same style as that, and it has the Velcro on the back, but it will get your tri-blends in there. This one here, now this is quite a clever one. I wouldn't use this with the plastic trays inside. This is actually missing one of the plastic trays, Debbie, as well, which goes on the inside of here. So you should have all your different plastic trays in
We've
there.
used them a lot in the studio, haven't we?
Yeah, so what you've then got, this one's got two different
Velcro.
heights. So if you want to put things like glues and adhesives in there, use it on the top flap,
That's
or
clever.
stick it down onto the lower one. When you put it on the lower one, it stops any of your bits and bobs falling out of there.
That's
as well,
very
which
clever,
is really
that one.
great if you like jewellery making, you like little finding clasp, pearls, those ones as well. This one here, Monica, now she's great for photos, embossing folders, tape runners as well. Monica's great for. She's also great for tea and coffee as well.
We've worked
Terry,
out
that one is.
Terry, yeah, that's a Terry.
Oh, my ears started to sting a little bit, so I'll take that off of there. No, I don't think that's meant to do that, obviously.
Oh, that's nice. Coffee pods.
Coffee pods, yeah, so that's Monica,
Monica.
there. Irene is another one that's
And you're
got the
getting
dual
all of
flap.
these.
All of them.
That's amazing.
Absolutely all of them. Irene's another one that's got the two different heights on there. So if you've got smaller things like your explosion powders, like we've got here on the bottom flap, other things like your adhesives onto the top flap, which is great.
Perfect.
Another dual compartment one, which is fantastic. This is your Barbara, as you can see there. And Barbara's got the two different compartments inside.
I have to say, I like these compartments. I've got some at home. I've got the Stephanie at home, which I use all the time, and I always take them out. So I bring these ones out and just craft with what I need from my desk. So you could just pop that piece onto your desk, so you don't have to have everything out. And then when you put them away, you've just got a place to then pop them, and it will all store away beautifully inside the bags, which are amazing. Again, everyone having one of those handles.
Absolutely fabulous. Then we've also got Denise, which is this one here. Another one that's got the flaps open
flaps.
all the way out. So, I mean, you can put anything in here. You've got foam pads in this one. We've got dies in there as well.
There's some nice thick ones in there. I'm going to pinch some of these.
Debbie,
Well, we need some of these.
I'll just nick them out of there.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Just don't tell Tracy.
Tracy, she's nicking the bits out your buddy bags.
Some of those. What's that one? Some of the bigger. I'm going to have them free. I'll have
Oh,
them, Joe.
there you go.
Yeah.
No wonder there's never anything in these bags.
I'm not having them for me. I'm having them for the studio
Oh, okay.
because there's none over there.
To the studio. And then we've got another one here. This final one is Teresa, as you can see there, and another one that's got the two different flaps in there, and
Do you know
the 4
what this
individual
one's
pockets.
good for? Is all your little office desk stuff, like your safety pins and your paper clips and your little
Envelope card.
pins and stuff like that. So I think that's a great one to have.
Yeah, really cool. You get all of them, all
Wow.
16. So can you remember
Not
what they
that.
all were off the top of your head now? Good job this isn't Play Crafts, right? Because I wouldn't...
Teresa. I know some of them. So I know that one's Terry.
That's Denise.
That one's, no, don't know what that is. Oh, that's Deborah, Terry. This one is Sarah. Know that one.
Let's pop Sarah back in here.
And then I've
and then,
lost
of course,
track of the
they're
rest.
all going to store into your lowest tote as well,
So
which
do you
is
get that with
fabulous.
it as well?
You don't get the lowest tote included.
Right.
No, you can find the lowest tote over on the website. I mean, you don't have to store them in the lowest tote. I think the brilliant thing about having the lowest is because it's clear as well, it's lovely that you can see exactly what you've got immediately, which I think is brilliant. So I'm just going to store
I
these
do
back
love
in
this
here.
idea. All your gilding wax is in there. Such
And
a
the other great thing, because
place to
the
store
handles
them.
are on the top, you can just pull
Yeah.
them all out quite easily.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I've got a few. I'm going to have a few extra ones in here. But yes, 16. I think if you've seen these for a while and you've been looking to start a collection, no better time than today, especially because this is the Totally Tiffany 19th birthday celebration. So the deals are phenomenal. If you do want to go for and create your own bundle, you're absolutely more than welcome to. They're on a 4
did that
for
very
free.
well, Joe.
Thank you. There you are. It's quite heavy, that, but really great quality. Let me share with you again everything that you're going to get that included. Here they all are. So you are going to receive Barbara, Brandy, Deborah, Dawn, Muriel, Edna, Teresa, Terry, Gail, Monica, Shelley, Denise, Leanne, Irene, Sue and Sarah. They are all coming your way. So definitely grab a hold of that. Remember, a brilliant craft house show with Teresa. With Tiffany herself, totally Teresa is a whole different brand. With Tiffany this evening, 7 p.m. in the UK, 3 p.m. East Coast time if you want to get your hands on those. So make sure you join us for that. But they are available for you to buy right now. The other thing as well, we're going to go back to the Sharon Callis, this brand new launch for you from Sharon. Incredible. We are, of course, talking about the Sharon Callis Garden Florals collection. All of those brand new flowers in there, which is brilliant. So do grab a hold of it. And also, I just love a great deal on this. You've got a 25% saving on the launch day, which is fantastic. There's a lot of chatter about the Totally Tiffany items. Good morning, Joe and Debbie. It's Jackie from Ohio. I'm really from Texas, but I like the way Joe says to people in Ohio, Ohio. I love that. Viewers saying they're in Ohio and they're not in Ohio, just to get a Ohio. There you are. Mary Pat says, fabulous collection of buddy bags. Alison says, Totally Tiffany are amazing. I'm starting to use them for my cake decoratings to put jars of sprinkles, food colours, food flavourings, etc. in. I think that's a really great point. You know, we talk about using it for craft stuff. You can use them all around the house, in the kitchen, the bathroom, the garage. They're a total storage solution. Susan says, I know that you are supposed to have favourites. However, Terry is my favourite. It stores my tri-blends in them. However you use yours, whatever you're storing in yours, if you want a great deal on them, make sure you snap them up. We are going to go back though and have another look at these fantastic new quilling flowers. As Debbie was saying earlier, the quilling flowers from Sharon are great. She sort of has really changed the way that quilling flowers work, hasn't she, Debbie? Whereas normally you'd have to like double cut them and then line them up and do all that. With this, it's super simple.
It's so simple. I think Sharon's nailed it. I remember years ago we had quilling flowers, but they were just one strip. Sharon's done them where you've got those two on each side and you fold them together so it fills the gaps as you're quilling them around, which is amazing. So I'm going to be using the Champagne Rose. I love this one. I think you can make so many different flowers out of this because there's so many different ways of using them and creating with them. What I do love though, and I have to say, have an afternoon where you just use all of the foliage dies and start cutting out some leaves because they look amazing. So the first we're going to do is bring in our pad that goes with it. So Sharon's obviously put all this technology into the colours, all of these different ones that you can do with your Champagne Roses, and they're beautiful. I mean, look at these papers in here. They're absolutely stunning. Beautiful pinks. They just look gorgeous. I love these ones. Really beautiful. So you just got to decide decide which ones you want to do. So let's just take one out. In fact, I've got some spare sheets that have come out here, so I'm just going to use these. So we can cut through 2 pieces at the same time. So let's just take 2 of those, and then we will pop that into place. I'm just going to pop that right in the middle of our section, and then just bring in our Gemini plates and pop that through. So right into that middle, and then offer that into the mouth of your Gemini. Now I've got my Gemini, big Gemini, but you can obviously use your Gemini Mini and up. So actually they would go through any of your die cut machines. The Gemini Mini, you'll just have to put it through, and there's a little bit of an overhang because they're slightly bigger than a 6-inch. So you'll just have to turn them around and pop them through. But your ideal size would be your Gemini Junior or your Gemini Midi. So let's pop that to the side, take out our dies, you can see, cutting them absolutely first time beautifully, and then we've got our 2 effects. So you can see that you're getting different variations of colour running through those because of those paper pads. I'm also going to be using Sharon's Divine Blooms, beautiful embossing folder. What I am going to do is I'm going to bring in some of our water reactive ink pads. Now we've got these on the show. They're so good to use because you can do so much with them. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to apply my ink directly to the folder. So I'm just feeling here. Now if I go over this, I'm going to just literally take it straight to the actual design, and you can see it's just going to pick that yellow up, but not in,
nice.
It's going to be in the
So
background.
you're right to do this with the ink pads, rub them straight on?
Absolutely, yes.
All of them, Debbie, or any certain type?
You can do them with all of them, but some of them might stain more than others, Joe.
Okay.
But what that won't do, it won't affect your embossing folder. So if you put a purple on there, it's like that it might stain your folder, especially the pigment ones, because obviously they're pigment ink pads. What you need for a 3D embossing folder is your plastic shim. So I've got my plastic shim, my magnetic mat, and then my top plate. It's the only time we sort of tell you can use a different platform on the base or the top than your actual cutting plate. So we're just going to literally run that through. If you've got a Gemini Midi, that would just go through on its own, Joe, without anything else, which is super quick and amazing. So bringing that one out. Now what this will do, not only will that give me my beautiful embossed detail, now look at this.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's so stunning, isn't it? Look at the level of detail that we've got in there, which is absolutely beautiful. So let's pop that to the side. Now, what we've got here is our flowers. So again, we're going to just pop these into place. I'm just using my sort of top of my nail just to fold those in half, but also I want to just add a little bit of colour. So don't be frightened to bring in your ink pads and just bring in some extra detail. So I've just got my pink there, my fuchsia. And all I'm going to do with this one is literally just go over the edges. So even though we've got that nice pink, I still want to just give that a little bit of a highlight. So just tying that in and bringing in other colours. So can you see we get that beautiful ombre effect now running through that? It looks amazing. And again, just going down the sides, just using your sponge applicator, your ink applicating tool to pop that into place. And then we can do the same with the yellow one and just bring that in. And that's not something you have to do, it's just nice to add that little bit of variation. And you might not be able to see that's a clear on there, but just bringing that up.
Just really, just quite subtly warms it up a bit, doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely does, yeah. It's just a nice way to do things. So what we're going to do is quill these. So now just for quickness, because I know we haven't got too much longer, so what you would do is put your red liner tape onto there, which I have already done onto these 2 pieces. And I've also just used my ball tool. Can you see it? They're a slightly different shape. Doesn't even look like the same, does it? But literally, as if you've just tuned in, we used our ball tool and your mat, so I'll just show you these. And all you do is literally put your smaller ball tool into these, and it just creates the most perfect little sort of rounded petals. And you do that with all of them, and then you'll get this design. And then I've used my red liner tape just to go onto both of those. So let's take those off. And you can add on to them, like I was saying earlier, but we're just going to quill these round. So this time I've got it coming from the opposite direction, and we're going to just fold these round and bring them in. And
So simple and easy to do.
Yeah, really, really simple and easy. So just turning that round. There we go. These are the sort of things you can sit on your lap and do, Joe, or cut loads out and then just quill them in the evening.
Can we cut these out of vellums, do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Be beautiful in vellum. So yeah, we've got our little tea rose there, so you can see, look at all the different colours we've got coming through there because of those strips of papers. So I think having those strips of papers just makes them, I mean, look at that for a delicate flower. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning.
And then we're going to do the same with our other one. So again, I'm just grabbing it with my quilling tool. But like I say, if you have just tuned in fact, just in case you have, I'm going to do this with my pokey tool, because you can start it, that roundness, getting that sort of first bit, you just start with your pokey tool and then you can just fold that in. So you don't actually need anything but your fingers, to be honest, and your pokey tool just helps get that sort of round bottom piece. So just folding that round. Obviously, if you've got a quilling tool, it's just a lot quicker to quill them with a quilling tool, but it's definitely not essential. The other thing you can do, Joe, is with tweezers as well. So you could actually go in, hold your tweezers, and then that will help you to put that round as well. So there we go, just folding that round.
I guess it's just finding whatever works for you, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Like most things, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and whatever's easiest for you. So just bringing that round, and our last little bit. And then it's just a case of just moving those petals to where you want them. You could add some extra detail with your tool just by bending over the little petals and bringing them round, sort of filling any gaps that maybe have just got caught in the same place. So like these ones here, we can move that round here. And then just turning them over, just creating those really different flowers. Now, there's another thing we can do. So you've got our two little flowers here. The other thing we can do, Joe, let me just bring in all my detailed parts, is I'll bring this one in and then show you. We haven't got full time to go into how you would make it like this, but you can go in from this one to this one. I've got a different fold. Oh no, it's that way round. Look how different that looks, Joe.
Yeah, it's really different with the colour.
So different, doesn't it? Now with this one, all I've done is literally took my oh, my words have gone, Joe, terrible today. Just take your colour from your water reactive, and because they're water reactive, we can bring in some water and we can start to paint onto there as well. I don't want that too wet, so I am just going to bring in a piece of kitchen towel. So just bringing this one over, and then all you do is paint into that detail. So I want to water that down a bit more. We don't want it so bright. But then we can just paint over. Now I've got a two week. There we go, painting over that detail there. And then all I've used on the edges, so like for the blue, we've just
Nice that you're not being too specific with this either, Debbie. You're just
not at all.
whacking it on.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You don't have to, Joe. I love embossing folders because they've got a guideline, because you've got your raised embossed detail. But look how pretty it looks. Just adding that detail in looks so lovely. And then you get that sort of watercoloured effect, which is beautiful. So we can just take that over. And because we've got that white detail, it's really picking up that ink beautifully. And then when we do put it on the sort of where the yellow is, it's going to sort of give that orange ombre effect. So really lovely. And you do the same with the blue. Just go over the blue. And then all I've done different there, Joe, is I've gone round with a pen on the edges. So using your, I have my pens at hand. Where are they? There we go.
Can we use these quilling flowers with foam? A lot of people are asking.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What you'll find with foam is you would heat it afterwards, so you sort of wouldn't know what shape the flower would take.
Yeah.
But you could definitely do it with foam. So once you've done all that, I know we're fast running out of time. So once you've done this, I'm going to bring in my finish one because then we can see what I've done. So all I've done is added to the bottom here my little tea roses. So you can see adding those tea roses in just to the bottom part. And if I turn that round, we've just created that beautiful little easel card, which just looks perfect. I mean, it just adds to that those beautiful embossing folder, but it looks so pretty and spring-like, doesn't it? And would make anybody, the recipient of getting that card would just love that, wouldn't they? It'd just make you smile.
Really, really cool. Another fantastic project, which is brilliant. And that's exactly what you're going to be able to do when you go for these particular flowers. Let me take you back through everything then that you're getting included in here. So you've got the frames here, which are gorgeous, really beautiful, loads of embossed detailing on there as well. So if you want to run those back through or ink through them, they're going to be great for that. And then you've got all of your different flowers. So you've got your tea rose, you've then got your ranunculus. They are so dimensional, these flowers too, each and every one of them. You've got the lily, you've also got the champagne rose. This one here is your orchid. Then you've got your mountain rose. Then you're also going to get the papers for each of them too. So that you've got your tea rose, the champagne rose, the lily there. This one here is the mountain peony. You've got the orchid and also the ranunculus. And then you also have your two embossing folders there. As you can see, absolutely stunning collection and a brilliant, brilliant price when you're looking at, you know, the amount that you are getting in. That's a really large collection for that price of $99.99 or $123.65. That becomes less than £80 or $100 if you are a platinum member. What I'd say is if you are a platinum member across the pond and you are looking to get to that free shipping and handling threshold of $125, maybe consider putting some of the extra papers in. They're obviously the consumable element that you are going to go through. In fact, no matter where you are, I would recommend putting an extra one of the paper pads in because that is the thing that you are going to use first. Love the technique, must try it out, says Adriana. Sarah Kay says those roses are gorgeous. I love the embossing folder. Nee said the card is gorgeous. And Michelle says, oh, card of the week maybe. Big talk, big talk. Christine saying that's gorgeous and absolutely lovely, says Suzanne. Right, Debbie, are you ready?
Yes.
For the second round. It is, of course, I'm way out in the lead, 1-0 ahead, 1-0 to me.
I am so happy that you've been as bad as me.
No, I've been slightly better than you.
Slightly,
that's why I'm in the
but
lead.
one I can take.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Debbie is playing for Team YouTube, I'm playing for Team Facebook. If you missed the earlier part of this show, we're actually going to be playing the theme tunes from our Crafters TV shows, and we're going to try and guess which show it's from. You would imagine easy, right? Not as easy as you'd think. Let's then take it away with track number 6, Debbie.
All I can hear is Ben going, hit me with your best shot.
That's me that sings that, isn't it? Or does Ben sing it as well?
Oh, Ben does as well. Oh.
Let's have it again.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't know.
I think I've got it, but I've said that every single time and got it wrong, so...
I have no idea.
I'm quite confident I'm going first. I think it's Second Chance Sunday.
I put Monday Makers because I just didn't know.
Ooh. A lot of people are saying Cartload.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think it's Cartload. I think Cartload's a different... I would say it's definitely not Cartload. Masterclass, says Linda. I'm confident that it's not Masterclass. I know what that one is. So it's quite a spread really on this one, Debbie. In the comments, should we find out who the winner is?
It won't be me.
Or what it is even?
No one said Monday Makers. Yes. Yay! Well done, Joe. Well done, everyone.
Because I knew why, because I always sing Hit Me With Your Best Shot when that's on, because I think it sounds slightly similar. So I think that was why I knew, because it's one of the ones I sing along
all
to.
I could hear, and then I could
Anyway, 2-0 behind, but not all is not lost yet, Debbie. Still all to play for. Track 7, are you ready?
No.
Take it away, maestro. Let's play that song again.
It's so frustrating because you literally, before our show goes live, we hear these songs all the time.
You got an answer, Debbie?
What have you put?
Have you got an answer?
Yeah.
Go on, you go first.
I put Monday Makers.
I think finally it's Wake Up Call. I'm going to go Wake Up Call again.
I don't think it's Wake Up Call.
Do you not?
No, definitely not Wake Up Call. I would know.
It's not Wake Up Call. What are people saying in the answers?
Oh,
Softer
yes,
side.
Softer side.
I don't think it's
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's Masterclass.
I think it. Oh no, it's not Craft Along. I've had that.
Should we have a look?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Launch
Party. I wouldn't have got that one.
Dear me.
If in doubt,
so
get Wake Up Call out. That's what I say. If I miss Wake Up Call now, honestly. Right, track 8. You ready?
Yep.
Know what this one is?
I got one! Yay!
Oh, is it that though? No, I do know what it is. That one is that. I nearly got it wrong. Let's play it one more time. Finally. I'd have got a lot more right if we'd have done this one at the start.
Definitely Wake Up Call.
I'm not telling you what I put originally because it's
I
coming
knew
up.
as soon as that came up, that was Wake Up Call.
3-1 then. 3-1 to me. You can't win now, I'm afraid, but you would have to get
because I've been appalling, so I'm sorry, you two.
Yeah, Debbie, you'd have to get the next 2 right. I'd have to get the next 2 wrong.
So that's not true what you just said. You said I can't win.
You can't win now, no. Well, you could actually because it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah. I'm not going to get it.
Socials,
Sorry,
I think everyone
YouTube.
got that pretty much. Number 9, the tricky... Oh, I don't know. Let's just play the track. Oh. No, I know what that is. Is it that or is it that one? Ah. Let's play it one more time.
Oh, I think it might be something different now.
Oh, are you confident, Debbie?
No.
I'll put softer side.
That was what I was going to change it to, but I put Monday Makers.
I think you might be right, Debbie. What's the answer? Let's take a look.
I thought softer side.
It is all to play for.
Oh, I'm feeling much happier now.
Oh, it's edge
I'm
of
glad
the
I didn't
seat
change it
stuff.
because I thought softer side then.
Social was saying cartload, softer side. No, Monday Makers is what that was. Let's have track 10 then.
Oh my goodness. I think...
I don't really know. I was banking on Masterclass being in here, and it isn't there so far. So is the last one Masterclass? George? That is unfair. George was going to put Masterclass in, but he knew I'd get it, so he didn't put it in.
I'm going to change my answer then.
What? You can't change your...
Well, he just told me it's not what it is,
Well,
so
it
I'm
might
not
be
going
in
to put
there. It might
that.
be double bluffing you. Well, hang on. We can't have the guesses yet, George. We haven't revealed our own answers yet. Honestly, we're an independent adjudicator, I think. I'm going to go with...
I know what this is.
Play your crafts right. What are you going to put?
I think it's cartload.
I think you might be right.
Because I was imagining Nicola's trolley. And that's the music to the trolley and putting it in your basket.
We could be going to a tie-break situation from a 3-1 lead here, Debbie. What is it?
Right.
What is it? Let's have a look.
Oh! Well done, Joe. Well done.
Should we do the tie-break anyway? Because there was a tie. What was the
why not?
tie-break? How can the tie-break be another clip? What if we both didn't get it? Let's have it anyway, because I bet it's masterclass. We've had that one already, haven't we?
I don't even recognise that. That's
Softer
bad.
side.
I don't recognise that. It must be softer
Gotta
side
be
because that's
softer
not a
side.
show I'm on. So I'm going to put. Well, I'm going to say softer side.
I thought the purpose of a tiebreaker is it had to be like like an infinite thing, like how many steps is there between myself and Debbie, or how many markers would fit between mine and Debbie. But it's a good job we're not in that situation. We're just playing for fun. It's unlike me to get pernickety. What was it?
So like Joe. Softer
Softer
side.
side.
You didn't say. I said that. You didn't say anything.
I did say softer side.
You didn't.
Debbie.
Well done, Joe. That was a tough one.
That was good. And do you know what, Debbie? I genuinely thought at the end there that was cartload. I genuinely thought Debbie was going to pull it back there with the last question. All's fair in Love and Play Your Crafts, right? So the winners then, in that case, is Team Facebook. Team Facebook, we will pick 5 winners at random over from the viewers on Facebook, and we will send to you a £10 or dollar voucher. If I don't tell you the winners in this show, I will read them out in the next show for you. We're going to recap this brand new launch before the end. It is very, very busy. It's a very busy Saturday, actually. Very busy on both the launches we shared with you. You guys are loving this, though, at the minute. And the great thing about this is it is completely customizable, which I think is brilliant. So no matter what you want to store, you've got a space on here to do so. You've got the clips included as well. And the clips are there to clip the baskets together, which is fantastic. So you've got those included, and all of these are nicely weighted too, and they've got a really strong, sturdy base in there. Right, I've got the winners already. That was quick, wasn't it? We've got Christine Wood, Carol Smith, Debbie Lentz, Deborah Fries and Beth Newb. Christine Wood, Carol Smith, Debbie Lentz, Deborah Fries and Beth Newb. You will need to send us an email, please, to prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we will sort that £10 or dollar voucher out for you, which is amazing. Debbie, I'm really excited for that launch, aren't you? In what, 90 minutes time? Will you be doing some demos in that show, or are you just going to, keep me company here in the studio?
I'm going to keep you company, but obviously, if Sharon needs to just recoup. And we want to see my take on it, then I might do 1 or 2 demos. So,
or if the internet breaks, Debbie, let's face it.
Absolutely, or if the internet breaks. But I am so looking forward to seeing Sharon.
Have you managed to get the dictation off your phone yet?
Oh, I don't know. I had to just give up in the end. I think we did. I think.
Debbie was looking at all the new things that her phone could do this morning and realised that she could just press a button, and then when she spoke, she wouldn't have to type it. It would just type everything from her voice. Yeah. Now she can't turn it off, so she can't type anything on a phone without it coming from her voice.
Well, I have to do it in a quiet room otherwise, because George was talking and it just kept typing in what George was saying.
Georgina, you can't use your phone around Georgina. You're going to have to lock her in the gallery, is all I'm going to say. Oh, it's going to be a fun Saturday today. Carol Ann says, have you had your hair cut, Joe? I think I did have it cut differently last time I had it cut, but it's been a little while. Well done, Joe and Debbie. You did a great job as well.
Well, thank you, although I didn't.
We were both pretty poor, to be fair. And we did a lot better in the second half, didn't we?
Yes, we did, yeah. I think that's only because there were fewer shows to choose from.
Yeah, by a process of elimination, we'd managed to remove most of them. That is very, very true. Right, should we go and get a cup of tea? Should we have a bit of lunch as well? What have you got for your lunch?
I've got a chicken chow mein.
Chicken chow mein. And there's only one make today as well, so that will be the demo of the show, Debbie, won't it?
Absolutely, yes. There we go.
Brilliant, right, you've got 90 minutes or so. We'll see you back here in 90 minutes for that incredible Sharon Carolis launch. Take care.